Good day, YouTubers. This is Al apartment farming or my garden, my indoor garden. So I've been trying to hook up my aquaponics system. I finally got the pieces that I needed. However, I ran into a few complications, but I think I'm working them out. So I have my flotation device set up, which some people call a bell siphon. I've got the pump hooked up. Actually, I picked up a pump from a local hydroponic store, and it's pretty much a what is this? 171 gallons per hour, which is kind of strong for my system. So I may end up having to put together two beds. But so far so good. I would like it to go a little lower. So I'm going to make some adjustments. So just to let you know, if you're going to set anything up before you put your zip ties on, you may want to use some twisties. So that way you can just take them off and make your adjustments. However, today is one of the best fishing days, but I don't have fish yet. It's my old wooden fish. But like I said, so far so good. My soil, my plants and soil seem to be doing okay. I've got some new seedlings coming up. I believe that's broccoli. And I had a new addition. I believe I told you guys. Pete. He's a pea plant. And I have Jack and Jill, two beans. And avocado tree. And that's a weed that I picked up. I actually found out some good things about the weeds we have growing outside that, people ignore. And again, I have my potatoes, carrots coming along. I don't know how well the carrots going to do indoors, but we'll see. But back to the aquaponics. So I picked up all the supplies from a local hardware store. It wasn't that much. It was about maybe under $10. The pump I got for $20. Again, I have my favorite hydroponic store that I would, get supplies from, and Jamie there, she's so sweet. She helped me out and gave me the pump for a good price. She also sold me some great grow media, which you have to clean and clean and clean, constantly clean this, because it can be really, really dusty before you put it into your fish tank, and it could kill your pump. I also have some crickets there that eventually I would feed to the fish, or sometimes I give to my Venus flytrap back there. Venus is sitting back there. She looks hungry. And I've been nibbling on my lettuce and my spinach, and it's really, really tasty. So as you can see, the hydroponics has really taken off, although I have to change out the water soon, and that becomes a hassle, taking everything out, cleaning it, and then putting it back, and things of that nature. So the aquaponics seems like a better system. So soon as I have everything up and running, I'll give this a go. And as you can see, the water goes out, but the intake is so strong that the out is not strong enough to keep up with it. So I'm going to either have to get another pump, which I don't want to do. I like this pump. So I'll most likely end up making a new bed two beds actually, so that the water flow could go to two separate beds, and I can grow more vegetation. So I put straps on here just to make sure that it's sturdy and it doesn't, you know, come out, you know, and spread out. So that seems to be working. So I had a cover for this, but the best cover to use is the PVC 4-inch. So this is a 2-inch, and inside the PVC piping going up into the bed, it's about a 1.5. So as long as it doesn't touch it and gives it, you know, air, it should be okay. But again, I may be making some adjustments. So I had to clean my my clay pebbles. I got them all washed up, and before I put them in, I want to make sure that this is running correctly, because it's a big hassle taking all of the clay back out just to make the adjustments. So make your adjustments before you put your clay in, and make sure your clay is very, very clean. You may have to wash it 2 or 3 times before all the dust is out of the clay pebbles. And last thing I just wanted to note was that I do not have a lot of tools. So my tools are limited. I have 2 drills, but the batteries went kaput. So what I did was, being that I could not afford the batteries for the drills, I actually used a can and I heated it up, and that's how I made the holes for the hydroponic system. I just measured the holes for the little net pots. And for the hole in my aquaponics, I actually used a nickel. I heated it up and basically, with no water of course, dropped it in the middle and just let it burn straight through, and that was enough for me to get the PVC piping in. And I bought a saw to cut the PVCs from the dollar store. It works well. And my utility knife I use to clean out the edges. And some of these wire strap things that I got from the produce when I bought my kale. So hopefully I won't have to keep buying vegetation once that's up and running. And also use a screwdriver thingy to make the holes for my what do you call these? For the air pump hose. Yeah, see, that had to go in there, so I basically heated it up and made a hole. So, you know, anyone can do this. I see a lot of guys on YouTube using a lot of tools and things of that nature, but everybody does not have tools, or maybe cannot afford tools like myself. So use things around your house if you can find things, if you can borrow some things, and, you know, start your project. I mean, this is something that I say that anyone can do with a little bit of time and ingenuity. You could be successful. So hopefully I'm successful, and I'll let you guys know how it comes out. I'm gonna run out and do some errands and get that cover piece that'll fit over my bell system. Just wanted to show you guys what I had before, but I think I threw it out. It didn't work. The cover that I had was a drainage system for outdoors, and it didn't work. But this seems to be flowing. It's a lot of water at one time, but Like I said, I'm gonna make some adjustments. I'll have a filter on the outtake and a filter on the intake of the grow bed, so that way I can minimize a lot of goopy stuff building up, you know. So I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a great weekend.